ever stumbled across an old piece of footage, maybe a grainy black and white home video or a haunting silent film, and felt an unexpected chill down your spine? You're not alone. Old footage can feel uncomfortably eerie, almost like it's haunting us from a different time. But why? Why does this vintage visual style feel so unsettling? Let's dive into the psychology, history, and mysteries behind why old footage can make us scared. First, let's talk about something called the Uncanny Valley. Originally a term used to describe why human-like robots or CGI characters can seem unsettling, it also applies to the way we view old footage. When something looks human but slightly off, we instinctively become uncomfortable. Old footage, with its jerky movements, grainy quality, and faded colors, distorts our perception of people and places. Faces in these recordings appear ghostly, details blur together, and shadows seem darker. This distorted, strange representation of reality triggers that uncanny feeling, making our brain struggle to categorize what we're seeing as normal. The look of old footage. Unlike today's crystal clear HD visuals, videos from this era were often recorded on low-quality cameras or even flip phones. These cameras didn't capture details well, so videos were often pixelated and grainy. The lighting could be bad, faces were often blurry, and movements looked jittery. This lack of clarity created a sense of mystery. You couldn't quite make out what was happening, and your imagination filled in the gaps. When things aren't clear, our brains have a tendency to assume the worst. Shadows and shapes get distorted, making it easier to imagine something creepy lurking in the background. It's almost as if these videos were giving us just enough information to spark fear, but not enough to fully understand what's happening. That sense of mystery is powerful. In the 2000s, the internet was still pretty new, and information wasn't as readily available as it is now. Videos could go viral with almost no context, just a strange clip uploaded by an anonymous user. Many times you had no idea where the video came from or who made it. It could be a recording of a person doing something bizarre or unsettling in a strange location. And without context, the video felt like it came from a completely different world. This sense of the unknown gave these videos an eerie quality. If you saw a disturbing clip today, a quick Google search would probably lead you to the backstory. But back then, you were often left in the dark, with nothing to explain what you'd just seen. The ambiguity of early internet videos created a playground for our imaginations, and that made them even creepier. Another thing that made old footage feel unsettling were the glitches and distortions in the sound and visuals. This wasn't intentional, but it gave the footage an eerie quality. When audio cuts in and out, or visuals start to glitch, our minds fill in those gaps with a sense of unease. Audio distortion, in particular, can be incredibly unsettling. It's like hearing a voice or a sound that doesn't quite match up with what we're seeing, and that creates a disorienting effect. We're wired to find it creepy because our brains aren't used to processing this kind of irregularity, especially with voices or sounds that should be familiar. Early YouTube also became a breeding ground for urban legends and the rise of creepypasta. These were passed around forums and comment sections as if they held some kind of dark power. Even if you didn't believe they were real, watching them came with a strange thrill. These stories spread quickly online, giving old YouTube videos an almost mythic status. People would upload strange or creepy videos and then claim there was a curse or hidden message, adding a layer of fear. The very fact that these videos circulated as mysteries only amplified their creepiness. It's as if the internet itself was a dark forest, and every new video could lead you deeper into the unknown. As we look back on early YouTube, there's also a sense of nostalgia mixed with a fear. Those early internet days were a bit like the Wild West. People were experimenting, and videos were often raw and unfiltered. This sense of nostalgia is both comforting and unsettling. We feel a strange connection to that time, but also a little fear. It's like a lost era that's preserved in a pixelated, glitchy world, capturing strange and intimate moments we can never fully return to. The videos we remember from that era capture a world just on the brink of the internet explosion we know today. The combination of nostalgia and unease creates a kind of bittersweet horror, the fear that these strange relics represent a digital ghost story frozen in time. So why does old footage make us feel so uneasy? It's a mix of things: the grainy aesthetic, the sense of mystery, the unintentional horror, and the power of urban legends that brought these videos to life. They're relics from a time when the internet was wild and mysterious, and that sense of the unknown gives them a haunting quality that modern videos just don't have. They remind us of a digital past that was filled with secrets, and maybe, just maybe, some things we were never supposed to see.